Adobe Illustrator CS5 comes packed with a slew of effects. And slew is a word I don't get to use very often. Go up to the button and figure it out for yourself. There are over 100 items under these buttons, over 100 things, and I would love to spend the next 2.5 days detailing each one to you, but guess what? That's not my job. Your job is to experiment with these and see what they do. My job is to show you how to use them more creatively. And if I got a panel for you if you're not using it, let me introduce you to my little friend called the Appearance Panel. I'm going to pull that out of here so we can see it easy and make it a little bit bigger, I suppose. What's its job? The Appearance Panel's job in life in Adobe Illustrator is to give me details about the object I have selected. If I come over here and click on this object, it tells me it's a path. It has no stroke. It's the color red, and it has an opacity default of 100%. If I want to change the opacity, I can come over here. If I want to change the color or the stroke, I can come over here. But I can do it all from this panel. Opacity, click the button. You got it. Everything you need right there. You want to change the color? Click here and click that button. Change the color. Change it to something else. You don't like the stroke or you want a stroke? Click here. Change the stroke, give it a stroke. Whatever you want to do. I love the Appearance Panel for this kind of control, but that's not all. We're talking about effects here. When you apply an effect from the Effect menu, the entire object gets it. The whole thing is changed based on what you're choosing in the effect, distort, transform, whatever it is. When you use the Appearance Panel, you can apply the effect just to one part of that object. And let me even go further. I'm going to make another fill. Another fill, Andy. Why? Well, watch. Click here. Go down and click the new button right there. Now I got two. Change the color of the one on top to something else. Like maybe, I don't know, change it to red. If I come down here and change this one to a different color, like say green, you can't see it. So, I mean, why are we doing this? When you think about it, what's the purpose of putting a color underneath the color when you can't see it? With effects, you can start having fun now because I can apply an effect to only one part. And I'm going to select the red part. I'm going to come up here to the word effect. No, don't do it from there. Come down here and click there. It's a little bit faster, easier to do. Go into Distort and Transform, Pucker and Bloat. I just love that name, Pucker and Bloat. Let's give that thing a pucker. See what it's doing? See that? It's only changing the fill. Just the red one. Not the other one, just the red one. I got this star thing kind of going on here. I like that. Click OK. Go down to this fill. Let's actually apply a Gaussian blur to that. Go into FX again down here. Go down to Blur and select Gaussian Blur. And we'll leave that 6.5 is fine. Click OK. But we don't need the stroke anymore. So we come up here, click this button, and come over here to the None. And there you go. Multiple effects applied to a single object that had two fills because we know what we can do with the Appearance Panel. And this is just the beginning of using a panel like this. It's got tremendous control over your objects. But when you begin combining the effects using multiple fills and strokes, you can start having a lot of fun. Remember the Appearance Panel when you're working with effects.